the system we have nowadays is very, very perfect in that it gives us the illusion of freedom. We have the freedom of choice, we told that. Even the freedom to bear arms, which you think about that is actually indicative of the problem. We have the freedom to protect ourselves from others. Because we are trained to believe that the enemy is outside. And what we pride ourselves to be our freedom in the United States, especially, or all capitalist societies, is that our freedom is, we have the opportunity, we give you the opportunity to be who you want to be. If you work really hard, you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, and then you have the good life, to live the American dream. But it's all based upon that consciousness which supports the struggle, the trying to get somewhere, the achievement, the production and consumption. And that's the mass consciousness. The consciousness of the matrix that drives the matrix. So it's very important to look at that, what really happened during the process of our own conditioning. What happened to our humanity, our nature. And then also ask yourself, what is really our nature? That's really where it begins. I mean, are we really here to just produce and consume and just go to school and we're conditioned to be the way we become? Is that it? And what is the effect this system has on who we really are? And again, the question is, who are we really? Sadly, many people, probably the majority of people, we have stopped asking ourselves those questions because we're just too busy surviving. Too busy being like following the rat, being part of the rat race. We have no time. Too busy to consume, too busy to produce, too busy to trying to get somewhere, because this is how we were trained. Unlike children experience themselves in the now and they're fully aware and fully present. But sadly, they are not being guided in their development. Rather, they are forced into the mold where they stop thinking and they just become like everybody else in order to support the mass consciousness. The workers of this world support the systems, the industry, the political system, the economic system, even the religious system, the entertainment industry. It's all become an industry. And so what happened there to our humanity? And we are struggling side by side, not really helping each other. And that competition definitely also creates that illusion of winners and losers. But in reality, we all are the missing link. We all are an important part of the one. Because we all belong to the one, because we all are the one, each and every one of us. And that doesn't only include people who are likable to you. That also includes your worst enemy, or those people who hate you hate the most, or those people who irritate you the most. Especially those are your greatest teacher. And that's what this movement is all about. It's about moving consciousness. It's about moving previous levels of functioning or not functioning. It's about moving beyond dysfunctional patterns, recognizing those patterns first of all within ourselves. Not just, within the system. We can see those patterns. And out of those patterns, how people have risen to power and they abuse their power. Of course. And it's easy to point fingers at that and try to say that needs to change. But it's so much more difficult. But that's really where it begins, to look within ourselves and ask ourselves that, what do I need to change? What do I need to work on? Because that's where it begins. That's all you have control over. That's all you need to do. And that is what to me is, new consciousness thinking. It's what it's about. To change your paradigm from trying to fight those which you don't want. And especially in your personal lives, that's where it begins. It's really a matter of making peace. Of not confronting people who, even if they are confrontational with you or irritating or negative, or they even try to put you down. Because it's up to you to either reflect back that negativity or to learn that it's not about you. And once you realize that, you don't need to absorb it, you don't need to throw it back. You can just leave it alone and it passes right through you, because you have realized, actualized your true power. And that power, once we not only find that power, but we use that power from within ourselves. That's what the whole point about realize to actualize. Once you realize to actualize yourself based upon that awareness, that where the new transformation of this world begins. It's a change from within. It's a change in paradigm. Life is a school. And life is guiding you and sending you messages all the time from all kinds of different people and all experiences in your life, all the things that are happening to you. are designed to help you understand yourself better and to find answers to your own questions. The trick here is, of course, to learn the lessons, is to not reject what you don't want, which is what's happening most of the time. When something is happening that we don't like, or things don't go our way, we get upset. It's also part of our human nature as it evolves. We're happy when things go our way, we're happy when people make us feel good, and good things are happening, positive experiences. But when push comes to shove, and things are difficult, we all cry out for help, and many of us go to church and we pray and we hope for help. We hope for things to be better, and we don't want things that are difficult to deal with. And also the message here, the main message is exactly that is your opportunity to learn when things are difficult. Because if you only focus on, and I really hope you think about that, if you only want things to be easy, and you only want to be happy, and that becomes our ideal of happiness, to be happy, live happily ever after, a beautiful home with a beautiful soulmate, and beautiful life, beautiful friends, and of course we want that. It's kind of like, that's the red carrot that is held in front of our nose, and we keep running after that and chasing after that. That is what we were told, as we grow up. You got to do all these things in order then to one day to reach that point. But if that's the case, there's no surprise we're all struggling, and we're all divided, and we're all side by side just trying to get somewhere, and we're fighting each other. Can we learn how to exist in a different way, in a more peaceful way, where we really learn each other? Because that's mainly the idea. We are here to learn each other, as we're all students and we're all teachers. Everyone is a teacher. And once you get into that mindset, you can kind of understand that there's nothing to fight. There's no war to fight. There's nothing to win, nothing to lose. There's just experience and what you take from that experience, and how you evolve through experience, who you become, who you are, what you create through that. That's all there is. Because we are all made to create. And we create out of our own experiences, out of our inner world, we create the outer world. Out of what we realize, we actualize. Hence, realize to actualize.